YouTube? Got a really exciting one for you. This is a multi-part series I'm gonna call Getting Back on Track, because what we have right here is my friend's BMW M3, actually one of my all-time dream cars. And over there is a Pullman working BMW S50 engine. And the reason that's over there and that's over there is because this is blown up and that's supposed to work. So we're gonna refresh this thing, shove it in that car, and hopefully get back on track. So please like, share, and subscribe and follow along. All right, so before we tear into this car, a little backstory. The reason I'm so passionate about driving on track and just trying to chase that dream is because the very first time I rode out on track was in this very car. I went to my very first NASA event, my buddy took me out, I rode shotgun on this thing, and after a couple of hot laps, I was hooked. So let's talk to the owner about how we ended up in this predicament. All right, so this is my buddy Packer. Packer owns this car. Packer, how did we get into this predicament?
Man, it's a tough story to retell. I'm gonna do my best. So we're at Hyperfest with NASA at VIR. Things are going great all weekend. I'm hanging out with my buds from DTI. One of them, who will remain nameless just because I don't want to embarrass him, he's an HPD2, right? And he wants to win HPD2. And he's convinced he can win HPD2. I'm not so sure, but he's getting better. So all weekend he's begging me, take me out, show me the line. Packer, show me the line. Kept begging, I said, all right, let's go. I throw him in, we go out in the instructor group. We do our warm-up lap, and we come out of hog pen, coming down the straight. I drop the hammer. We're moving along, we go through the kink, and he starts acting a little nervous. Car feels good. I drop the anchor late, going into one, and he starts screaming like a little. I turn in, hit the apex, nail it. I mean, I am sending it, right? Come through second, I'm looking right down at turn 3. I'm in third gear now. I go to grab fourth, and he is flailing, just arms and legs everywhere. Let me out, let me out. Stop this car right now. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this job done. So I go from third, and I go to grab fourth, and his arms and legs just hit my hand in the gear shift. It lands in second. I pop the clutch, drop the hammer on the gas. Car sounded like an F1 car for like 2 seconds, and then it didn't at all. The pistons and the valves got in a terrible fist fight. Neither one of them won. It was awful. I just nursed it all the way around the track, brought it back in. Boy, when we got back into the paddock and I let off and I put it in neutral, it just stopped, and that was it. It had it.
So, backstory on the engine, where'd you get this thing?
So I got it from a buddy of mine, Max. He had bought a 95 M3 that he was stripping the interior out of for a M3 lightweight project that he was working on. And I came over, listened to the engine run, did a compression test on it. Everything checked out just fine. A little dirty, a little oily, but I think she's gonna freshen up really, really nice. I've got some Go Fast parts I'm going to be putting on it from our friends at Bimmer World, Condor Speed Shop, just a bunch of different parts to make it really reliable, first and foremost, and then hopefully make it fast.
Nice. All right, well, let's get started. so we got all the accessories off on this side, most of the pulleys off on the front, and then the exhaust manifold accessories off on the passenger side, along with the coils on the top. So tomorrow, when we get on here, we're gonna go ahead and get the valve cover off, the rest of the pulleys, oil housing, or oil filter housing, and the sump off. And you're gonna go ahead and work on cleaning up these parts, the block.
Got a lot to clean up.
I think we're gonna go ahead and get it ready for the new head. And yeah, I think we got a lot done today, so.
This side looks clean. All that's going back on this side is gonna be exhaust headers, and that's it. No AC, nothing.
All right, so that's the end of day one. We got all the accessories, the brackets, and everything off the engine intake or exhaust manifold, and everything looks pretty good. So I think tomorrow we're gonna go ahead and take the valve cover, cams, oil pan off. So please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
If you don't, you're crazy.